Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Sama. So the news of the Ooni of Ife getting married again has been going around the internet. For anyone that does not know, the Ooni of Ife is a king in the Yoruba side of Nigeria, okay? One of the tribes in Nigeria. And then and people are like, anyways, and the thing is, this is not his first marriage, okay? If I'm not mistaken, this will be his fourth one. And his third one since he got onto the throne. And there are people that are saying this is not common in the Yoruba monarchy. Typically, the monarchy may have several wives, but losing wives is not something that happens in the monarchy. And I'm actually surprised because in the past Nigerians wouldn't say much about a man marrying several times, but I think things seems to be changing because typically it's when a woman marries several times that it's frowned upon. But I'm actually surprised. I see from a lot of the comments people are kind of like stylishly talking about the fact that this is not stylishly talking about the fact that this is not his first time the failed marriage, right? Okay. Excuse me. Another thing people are talking about a lot is that, he seems to like women that bleach because all his wives, I actually went back to look at the picture of the first wife, and the picture I saw, it was the black and white picture. So from that picture, I can't tell if that woman is white if that woman is light skinned or not. Let me say something about, if he prefers women that bleach. You see, the interesting thing is this, right? Everybody has a preference. That's the truth. That's the truth. There's some people that prefer skinny women, some people prefer chubby women, some people prefer, everybody's taste is different. Because do you know that I actually decided to go look at the picture of the last three wives that we know about, and I actually noticed one other similarity. Something I noticed is that they had in common is dark knuckles, and you see, what came to my mind when I saw that is the fact that there are people that look at dark knuckles and frown at them. There are some people that frown at them, but there are actually some people that love it. This is one of those interesting things about life. You know what they say about one man's meat is another man's poison. Something may not be your taste, may not be your cup of tea, but somebody somewhere is their taste, is their cup of tea. There are some people that be like, I never want a woman that is chubby. But there are some guys that will do anything for a woman to get a woman that is chubby. There are some men that will say only skinny women is what I want. Some people, so even the dark knuckles, there are some men that for whatever reason, they're the kind of women. If he likes women with dark knuckles, it means that people like us will not qualify. But that is life. You may not like something in somebody else's cup of tea. Now, people are saying, you see, let me tell you guys, this guy is not a Christian. So I cannot come here and be preaching Bible on top of the head of someone that is not a Christian, right? If I'm not mistaken, he's a Muslim. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But if he is a Christian, because that's another thing, because there's a video I made before about this guy, this man, a Yoruba man that was living in America, if I'm not mistaken, was it America or the UK? I can't remember. And he was a pastor. And then he one day came out and said that he was going to his village or his town to go and become the traditional ruler of his town. And I asked that question. I said, I know there are the traditional aspect of it that may be contrary to Christianity. So when he goes there, is he going to be practicing both? Is he going to be Christian and still practice their traditional rites and all of those things that are required under the, traditions of his people? Or is he going to say, okay, I'm coming in here to wipe all those things out and Christianize this traditional ruler's position of a thing? I made that video, right? So this Ooni, I don't know, because I don't know if he's a Christian, if he's a born-again Christian. I honestly don't know. So it's hard then to know, okay, are you going to use Bible and quote Bible on his head? That is one side. Another side I want to speak about. People are saying this woman does not look very young. She looks old. She looks this. She looks that. The guy has tried his age mate. If you look at his first wife, they look like age mates. It did not work. The second one, maybe go senior that one small. It did not work. They has tried a young girl. The other girl, remember, is Shile Kuola. She's young. They even said that one was a virgin. I remember that one that time. They said she was a virgin. That one that used to bow down to greet him. She used to worship him more than, when I say worship, as in she would sing and all of those things. That everybody, some men used to leave comment and say, if women can treat their husband like this, marriages for the sweet. When should we say, KBS, yo, carry? Yet it did not work. So maybe he decided to try a woman that is much older. I mean, what do you want me to say? Because the woman does not look like a small pikin. If you look at her, she does not at all. We don't even know if maybe she was married before and already had children. Bottom line is this, let's be honest. What's that word? The denominating factor here is the Ooni himself. He's the one that has had 1, 2, 3. He's one that's had 3 failed marriages, or marriages that did not succeed. He's one that is married for the 4th time. So he's, like they say, denominating factor. Nobody can say exactly what it is that is, because we're not in their lives. We don't know what is going on in their lives. But there are some things. I'll read you guys. There was this post that Shile Kuola made that time. When this lady married him, I remember there was an interview in which she was saying, she was kind of speaking about, she knew she was going to end up on the world stage, there was a way she said it. So meaning that she was going to end up being somebody that the world will know about or whatever. I can't remember exactly how she phrased it. And later on when the marriage no do it, now she ran away. She was the one that left saying no do again. And I said, when somebody runs like that, is it that they are chasing something or something is chasing them? You understand? So it's that they are running away from something or they are running to something. She may be running away from a marriage that was hell for her. Now, there was a post she made when it didn't work. She was the one that announced it and said, do it. It was the way she phrased it. But there was a particular thing she said in that whole thing. Let me read it to you guys. This is what she posted that time. I want you guys to look at some of the words. Listen to this. She said, I bless the Lord Almighty for his faithfulness in the last 3 years of my marriage. In life's journey, it isn't how far, still how well. Indeed, though Satan should buffet if trials should come, I have this blessed assurance controlling all situations and saying to me, it is well with my soul. Certainly it is well. Do you know what it is to say it is well with my soul? A lot of us Christians know. It's deep. It is well with my soul is deep. It means that there is a pain she's going through. That's typically the way they use it in Christianity. I made my journey into the ancient throne of Ife with faith and my heart and love for the keeper of it. Right? So her heart and love for the keeper of it. The Ooni of Ife is the keeper of the throne. So she went with her heart and love for him. Few impressions I would love to correct. If anyone knows otherwise, they are free to come up with facts. Let it be known that this decision to move on did not come because His Majesty is married to another queen, as many would love to assume throughout our life as a couple. I was the only married wife to him. There were side attractions, but it was never an issue. I don't know, because it's from what I'm reading, it sounds like there are some women involved, if that makes sense. Side attractions. But she never allowed it to be an issue. Could be that, okay, there are some side chicks. If going by that, it may be that there were some side chicks, but I refused to let it be an issue. I ignored that. Okay? That's what it sounds like. She said there were some side attractions. There were side attractions, but it was never an issue. I never approached him with any revelation of any sort. You see? So she said, I never approached him. That means it sounds like there were side chicks, but I never questioned him about it. That's what it sounds like. And I never approached him with any revelation of any sort. As many believed, he contacted me first and made his proposal known several months later. They said the marriage was not an arranged marriage, as many have misconstrued. I never knew the prophetess said to have introduced me to him. Instead, he introduced her to me after I agreed to marry him. I was only being polite out of respect for him. I have never been pregnant all my life before Tadeni Kawo, that is the son they had together. My son is my first ever pregnancy with medical reports to back it up. The girl who is said to be my daughter is my niece. I did my best to endure and make it work. Did I not say it? So maybe there must be, I don't know what it is, but there was whatever she was wishing for. It seems that it was not what was happening. She was no longer happy in the situation. She was no longer happy, so she was enduring it. So it means that, Abby, going by that, she was not enjoying the marriage, she was enduring it, right? And then he says, I did my best to endure and make it work many times. I smiled through the struggle, but I have finally realized I had just one assignment, my son. And when God is done, he is done. He chose Saul to be king. And when he was done, he told the prophet Samuel, I have moved on. Religion was never an issue between us. Oh yeah, he was a Muslim because she was a Christian. Remember, she was a prophetess, right? So between us. Please refer to my interview on News Central TV. Instead, His Majesty has a picture he would love the world to see and perceive him as and another one which is his true self. So she's saying that what he's showing the world is not truly what he is. And he said, today I announce the beginning of a new dawn and the close of a chapter. Today I am a mother to God's unique gift. I am no longer a slave to my thoughts of perfection. You see, she was trying to create the image of perfection. She said, she did try her literature there, they're interesting. Listen to that. I am no longer a slave to my thoughts of perfection. I, at this moment, announce that I shall no longer be referred to as wife to the Ooni of Ife or as queen of the of Ile-Ife, but as the queen of the people and mother of my adorable prince. At the end of the day, if the marriage is what people thought they were, or what the women expected, or what they planned, even the couple planned before in their minds before they went into it, they would have lasted. For whatever reason they did it. But I always say this. I always say it. No matter what, I will always believe in people going their separate ways than deleting each other, if you know what I mean. I will always say that. I'd rather have people go their separate ways peacefully. And now, since the Chilekwola left, if you see her Instagram, she's posting videos and pictures that looks like she has moved on. Even the Bini one, remember when they was marrying that Bini one, Do one, people were like, that's the amazing union of the two kingdoms. People thought this was amazing. It ended up ending. And even that wife now, not too long ago, she was in the news and they said she has remarried and she's married to one, I can't remember what it is now, I put it on the screen and they said, I think they said she's married to one Arab guy or something like that. And they just had a child or whatever. And she's completely moved on with her life. Anyways, I don't know what your opinions are about this whole thing that's going on. Him being married 4 times and his new marriage and all of that. Whatever your opinions are, as always, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.